Okay, so growing up, my family, we knew love. We figured that out very, very early on. My mom and dad loved every person that walked in the door. We had all throughout our life different people lived with us and different family members, neighbors. They knew how to love, and they loved very well. Our family knew Jesus, and we knew he died for our sins, but we did not read the Bible together as a family. I would say that we did not depend on Jesus as like our lifeline. We didn't depend on him when, for the good and the bad, it wasn't our go-to was to go to Jesus. And that's something for my family that I would like to change. You are joy, you're the reason that I sing. You are life, you are life. To be honest, I kept saying yes when I did not want to say yes. We started coming to Christ Community Church when it met at Southside, and our first commitment was we were going, as a married couple, we were going to go to church every Sunday. So that's how our relationship with Christ strengthened and began, and so we started going to church every Sunday. Then eventually we got plugged into a community group pretty soon, right off the bat. After our community group, we co-hosted a community group, which led to us hosting a community group. And through that, that's truly where all my friendships here came from. When we started at Southside, I really didn't know anyone. So I'm like a lot of you all that are here today that might not be plugged in with a friend group here. We didn't know anyone, but we knew of people, but we didn't know them well. And but just going to church and getting in our community group is how we have the friends we have now. And I will say that the friends I have now are followers of Christ, and my life is completely different from knowing them. I'm forever grateful for our community groups and where that's led us. And from our community groups, I've hosted and been a part of very intimate Bible studies with 1 or 2 or 3 people. And those, I learned more about Christ through those than anything to date. So I will always be grateful for that. People that come to mind that invested in me in my walk with Jesus, I have about 7 women that come to mind that grew me in ways I did not know that I needed to grow. They pushed me, and in times I really wanted to say no and I didn't want to go through with what they were asking. They knew, they were wise enough to know where I needed to go. They listened to Jesus, and in turn I did. 2 people that really come to mind are Jenny Witham and Robin Allen. If you all know these women, I remember asking Jenny, what does it look like when you pray? Because honestly, I felt like my prayers started to be a checklist, and they were not intimate or personal. And she told me exactly how she prayed. And I remember asking, what does it look like when you are just waiting for an answer? What you've asked Jesus, you've prayed about it, and you start getting frustrated. And she explained to me what it means to be in a peaceful wait, and I have felt that since then. And Robin Allen, I picture her like just with big wings, and basically she brings everyone under her, and she is a light. And these women have very much invested in me, and they have brought me where I am today. Again, there are about 7 other people I'd like to name, but those 2 came to mind. Through my walk with Jesus and with my intentional relationships and having a wise counsel of women and guys and friends that I can count on, true friends that I can count on that I didn't have before in my life, I have found peace, and I wish that peace on everyone. And that's the number one thing I've gained from my walk with Jesus. I advise everyone here listening to this just to say yes. As Wes Keene says, get uncomfortable. Say yes when you don't want to. God knows where he wants you to be, and sometimes you just have to be uncomfortable to get there. So that is my advice. Say yes when someone asks you to do something that's going to lead you into a deeper relationship with Christ. Say yes and try it out.